You ever tried beating a champion monster in Monster Sanctuary and just struggled to get to the end and watched your entire team die? Well, I have the solution for you. Vertraag? Dead. Gryphonix? Dead. Vodinoy? Dead. Diavola? Dead. Maybe missed another one along the way like Goblin Pilot. Nope, dead. And this method isn't perfect. Sometimes you just don't quite make it. And then in the process of making that one little mistake, you lose one of your teammates so you don't get the 5-star. But trust me, this works. So, let's explain how this works. And I'll show you in the video too. So to start, you need Caraglow, Targoat, and Brutus. There are replacements you can make, but the basic idea is you need to build up stacks on Brutus. So you're going to use full protect to make sure they don't kill Brutus or Caraglow. Caraglow then uses full heal to get a bunch of different buffs. All of the buffs make Brutus stronger. Brutus uses power focus to double the power of his next move. And then at this point, the goal is just to make sure that everyone is healthy and that there's a lot of stacks on Brutus and he has power upgrades. So Healing Wave, heal them up, and then get some stacks on Brutus. And then Sustain to get more buffs. And you can see I've got 2 Might right now. And then I use Godly Strike and it knocks him out. This is even easier if you get a 3rd stack of Might, but I only had 2 and still got the 6-star. So like I said, Caraglow's job is to heal and to get buffs on him. So everything there is based around the buffs and heals. Brutus is about doing as much damage as possible. So you see he's got 630 attack, which is essential. He's got Godly Strikes because that's the attack that you're using. Targoat is about shielding and building up stacks and buffs. So I have it set up that way. In terms of the equipment, Fishing Rod is being used by Caraglow. It doesn't really matter which one it is. I don't even have it fully upgraded, but as long as you have Fishing Rod, it'll add an extra buff. Brutus's equipment are more important. Scythe and Poison Dart, Ornate Pipe, and Cape are all to get more damage and more crit damage, because you want to get crits to max out his output on his Godly Strikes. And it also helps if you have to use a Heavy Punch as a backup after the first Godly Strikes. And then the rest of the equipment on the other 2 is just there to help keep them alive. So Large Shield is defense, Shell, Diadem, Ribbon, defense, and mana. And then we have what we feed them. So I've got 3 peanuts there for just defense. Brutus has raspberries for crit damage, plus 10%. And Caraglow has, I think, peanuts as well. Yeah, 3 peanuts to help with defense. Because the goal for them is just to stay alive. Alright, how do we make this team? Well, first, you're going to want to use a monster bell to make sure all the monsters are there. And then, if you take a look at the map, this will give you a good idea of where we're at right now. Targoat is right up here. So you want to get a light shifted Targoat. And then you also want to get a light shifted Caraglow, which can be found here. Can also be found over here. You usually find 2 of them in this spot. Also, if you don't manage to find a light shifted one, you can always just use a shift stone. You can fight them to try and get an egg, so you want to find something that can sweep them quickly. They're low level, they're 13, so it's not that hard to do. After you do that though, you're going to want to use another monster bell if you didn't get an egg to bring them back so you can fight them again. And then doing that will get you your full team. That leaves the last piece being Brutus. And Brutus you can find by going to the magma caverns, and then you're going to go to the left. I'm going to jump up a couple times, and then he's hiding in an area to the southwest and ancient woods. Or I guess bottom left is more accurate. It's not cardinal directions. So try and avoid any fights. Then you have to use whatever greater levitate is, the better one. And then you need someone with a lighting ability or like sonar or something to see in caves. I'm just going to avoid this fight. And then if you make your way through here, you'll be able to find Brutus at the end. If you already beat him, but you didn't get 5 stars, you can go back to the Sanctuary and fight him at the right side.